Hey guys, what is up? Try here, coming at you with another video. In this video, I am going to be just kind of showing you the progress I go about building stuff. Right now, I'm working on the inside of my castle for my open world RPG. What will happen is on the main map, once you walk up to the castle doors, you'll be loaded in right here. And this is all I have so far, just some walls, and just put up a couple torches, got the flooring. I'm probably gonna do it one floor, and then if I do another floor, I'm gonna add in another scene, which would be kind of annoying, but this, let me pull up the thermometer here. Yeah, see, I've already used 60%. So it's very intensive on gameplay using these walls. Like just stacking this would be 2%. That's crazy. Um, I've tried to optimize it. There's not much you can do with it being what it is. It's just three different things. I've tried removing all the stone or all this brick here, and I just made no progress. So I'm probably just gonna do one floor, leave the top looking like this because no one's gonna see it. Or I might actually edit it to remove some stuff to lower gameplay. You can see, got all this legs I could delete to optimize a little bit. It'd be kind of a pain in the butt. Um, but if I need to go that far optimizing, I will. And I most likely will. Um, I'm probably going to do this video unedited, maybe? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If there's a lot of boring moments, we'll work on a little bit of editing. I just kind of want to show you my process about how I go about stuff. So, typically when I'm building something, I just look up something along the lines and kind of go through the images. And like right here, this probably can be used at some point for sure. Bam, we got a stool. I'd like to have, definitely going to need a table, a long table. I'm going to have a kitchen, or not a kitchen, dining hall, I guess, scene where the king dies. Probably should put medieval in front of it. I really want to get a keyboard so I can just plug it in and type instead of having to do all this. Here we go. I've got a lot of room for graphical range. There's not really many options. I'm probably going to go with the basic though still. Let's see the cover. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. I'm probably going to go with this though. Maybe. I have this in my main build actually, and I didn't like the color it was, so we'll paint it real quick. I gotta remember how to do what I'm doing. I'm a scrub, I'll tell you that, but somehow I make it work. So let's see what this looks like. Am I doing anything? No. Okay, sorry about that. I was just, I've never recorded while I've been listening to music on PlayStation, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't in the video. I might actually pause it because it is quite annoying. I was messing with the painting yesterday. It was my first time, but I gotta select. Okay, like that. It's not bad. Apply finish maybe. Don't want it like shiny or metal. Maybe a little rough. I do not like that. No, we'll just keep it as is. Yeah, this paint and stuff before I mess something up. Alright, I had to turn that music off. It was getting way too distracting. Alright, so also all the torches are just like a light from the cameras options and a torch, and these are all sticking inside right here. So load out all these to here. So make all those stick off the wall. Why, yes, yes it does. So we'll undo that, ungroup, and then select and select. I think I messed up here. Group all that back together. Select this and that. Did I just grab the light? Yep, there we go. And then we'll pull this out a bit. This won't fight me here. That's better. Okay, and we'll group all this back up. Okay, I definitely need more lighting because the way I've set up the torches is it's not enough. I don't really want to increase the lighting on it because I feel like it would make it too bright in certain areas. So I'll probably like hang some chandeliers and go off of that. So I hate that crap. So we're gonna look for some sort of like chandelier or a hanging torch of some sort. No, if I can spell. Torch. Okay, so this is the one I originally used. That looks pretty cool. It's made by me. Cool. Not really seeing anything that would work for me. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. If I can make it like a yellow flame, which I could. Don't want like a standing. I just want hanging. I think that would be the best thing. That's not bad. I don't really want to like load up the center with standing objects though, but I may end up using this somewhere, and I don't like how it's crooked. I'm just gonna use that. It's pretty cool though. Let's see what we can find. I might just have to search chandelier, but I'm sure I'm not gonna spell it right. I was somewhat close. Oh, it has an O in it. I feel ignorant. Okay. Or did that guy spell it wrong? Some people spell it with an O, some people spell it with an E. Um, this is probably going to be by far the best thing for me. Is it massive? Oh, it is. It's very nice. Maybe it has very good detail then. So just kind of pull it in here. There you go, much smaller. And we'll just do it kind of occasionally through here. I don't want to hang too low. It doesn't really matter if it sticks through the floor. That's pretty good. Kind of centered somewhat, sort of, yeah. Looks like it. Could get real precise about it, but I think we'll stick with that. I am gonna hop into. I am precise, maybe. Didn't seem like it was moving up precisely. There we go. Just pop one every so often. That's a little too far. Kind of want to do it actually just like in the dark spots. So this might be perfect right here. Right here. That doesn't look bad. We'll have to go ahead and link them all together. I like to keep my stuff grouped up as much as I can to make it easier if I need to move it all or whatever I need to do. And then now that we have it all grouped, what we'll do is pull in a light with not that feature, not animated gadgets. That's right. I really should finish all these tutorials, but I really don't like want to fool with that. I kind of enjoy learning as I go. So I chose not to use the spotlights. I wanted more of an aura of light, I guess. So we just do this. Pretty close in there. Looks beautiful. Now I'm going to upscale that a bit, I think. Because this is where I really want the light to shine and be extra bright. That way the middles are taken care of. Tweak it a little bit here. See what that looks like. That doesn't look bad. I think that'll work. So take that, duplicate it, move it straight down. It's a little too far. Slide it back here. I don't know why I like to be super precise, not that it really matters. Let's get these put down here. It's probably not going to be perfectly lined up. And this one, I'm going to further over. Oh, they're grouped together. It must be. I don't know. Maybe I was just looking at it from a bad angle. And I definitely like grouping. I'm terrible at this. Okay. I like grouping the lights together and then the object that is using the light with it. That way it kind of gets rid of it. As you can see, you don't like see it on all the torches. So let's just group them all up. Don't want that. Boom. And then we'll select all the lights. If I can. Try to aim at like the smallest part of it with the chain. Not the best idea. Don't know what I just did. Already had this on, so I think so. Okay. Whatever. Group them together. Now the lights emit directly from them. So we got that taken care of. I think it's bright enough in here now. It ought to be. Um, let's just take a look in play mode real quick. That's really the best way to tell. So we'll go to the main hall here. Excuse the squeaky chair. Somehow I have a chandelier in the floor. First thing I noticed. Second thing I noticed, they're all on the floor. I don't know what I did wrong. It's like, what? What the heck happened? That was weird. Where did the chains go? Okay. This is the chain. I have no idea what happened. Uh, I don't think I have timelines now. So, I'm very confused. I apologize. I guess what I'll do is just ungroup this. Slide these back down to where they're supposed to be. Back. And we'll lower them again. I don't know what happened to the chains though. It's kind of has me confused. So weird. Let's see if it does it again. Yeah, they just fall. They have gravity on or something. Okay. There's no way to undo it. That is terrible. Never had this issue occur before. Crazy. I have no idea what to do about that. So I'm not going to be using this chandelier. That is a for sure. Let's see what we can do. This is pretty nice. I wonder if this one has gravity too. It is currently just way too massive. Downscale that a lot. And just pop her up. Could probably go a little bit bigger than that. Hang it down about halfway. That doesn't look too bad. Pretty close to the middle. Looks like we have. Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's see if this one falls as well. Does not seem to. So that's a good sign. Looks like it might already have a pre-built light in it. I'm not real sure. Let's ungroup here and take a look. Take this, ungroup. Looks pretty good, pretty good. good. Take this and so yeah, should be one solid piece. So that means I should add a light to it. Pop it just right in the middle. Let's see. Tweak to the sphere. So try to center it up pretty nice in there. It's close enough. I'll grab the light and pretty dang bright. Okay. Now we will link these two together. First thing. Make sure we evenly space them all. Maybe just a little more. There we go. Looks like I want another one. This one I feel like needs to be a little brighter. It just seems super dark over here. Undo what I did. Deselect, increase. That might be a little too moss. That looks alright, I think. Very excessive still. But need it to be bright. Maybe it's a tad too bright right there. So we will, and as you'll learn as you play, things can be very finicky. You spend a lot more time on something than you think you would. Like just the lighting for the place has taken up a good bit of time, as you can see. So, I'm done with the lighting in the main area, I'd say for the most part. So, next thing is we will test it out in play mode. I feel like that's enough lighting to make it look good. It's a little extra bright over there, so I kind of want those from where you come in. Doesn't look bad. Alright, so I have one of these rooms already lit up, and I believe it is the next one over. Although there's lights right here for some reason. And right here. Must be a mitten for these here. I think we're gonna do the dining hall in this room. I believe it's the biggest. So let's run into edit mode. Make sure what we're working with in here. We have doubles, so 2 doubles. So we'll go over here, copy what we need. Drag them over and drop. Make sure it's kind of center. I'm super picky about my stuff. I don't know why. Maybe I'm OCD. Just moved it down. Okay. Got that. Now we'll copy again. 180. Try to get back to the same level. That looks fairly even. We'll push it back. Just realize there aren't doubles on this wall, but they're on that wall. So we'll pop this at 90 real quick. Make sure I do it 90 in the right direction. Slide back. Let's go here. Perfect. Okay, this wall is much different. This one has doubles on multiple walls, so it's not gonna work here. But what you can do is go ahead and line this up here. That's about in far enough. Take it back now. Try to center it up. And then we will deselect, grab this one, center it up. Okay. We've got a double on that wall. We'll just copy what we have here for a double, or a single, I should say. Just slide straight across. Boom. And we get another one, so we'll do this, make sure it stays centered. And rotate it 90 this way. Don't want to lower it. Back. I want to make sure they all kind of stay at the same level, that way none of them are really off center. Alright guys, I've wasted enough of your time doing lights right now, so I'm gonna stop right here, and then once I finish up the lighting in here and make everything nice and bright, we'll resume and pick up with building something else. Alright guys, we are back, and I have finished the lighting for every room, I believe. I may have added a little bit too much lighting, because if I look where I can see everything in one view, it shows I've hit a limit of spotlight shadows, and that some shadows may have stopped drawing because there's too many visible at once. I don't think this will be an issue. That's an issue. Let me fix this real quick. Don't know how that happened. I don't think it'll be an issue, because you're not going to be seeing every room at once. Also, another thing I did, instead of having, I don't know if you've noticed, but instead of having a bunch of small floorings like this, why do I have a little legs too now? Let's just delete this real quick. Now that I'm paying more attention, I believe the spotlight shadows may affect the floorboards. You don't see as many planks, but I don't believe that's really too much of an issue. Out here you can see each individual plank somewhat. Or maybe it's just having a whole lot of lighting does that. But I think it looks good enough. What I've done for the top is I took away every other piece and just made one really large piece. It decreased gameplay by probably 15%, and It doesn't look as good, but it's definitely worth a 15% increase to or decrease in gameplay. I also made this long table, I guess you could call it, for the castle dining hall. I made it out of this table. I just kind of separated everything, duplicated this part, got rid of some things, and moved the legs to the ends. And yeah, it's pretty simple. It's one thing that you will definitely need to know in dreams. It's very useful to reuse things, even if they're not exactly what you need. It'll help you keep down on gameplay, adding new things in, and graphics. So we're going to add a couple more things in here, some like, um, I guess chalices is what they're called, I think. Chalice, let's see if, yes, so we need one for our king to drink out of at least for sure. Oh, it's a tad large, eh? Drinking size probably. Maybe about like that. Maybe that's a tad small. Let's increase it. I don't like how it's all 100% yellow, so I might do a little touch up to it here. I'm going to select it. I'm going to scope in, which I do with this, and we will add some finish to it, but I also want to pretty much just change the color from the full-on yellow we got going on to more of a goldish, like this here. So let's see what we can do. Okay. I think it actually made it worse with what I was using. Let's try one of these here. Okay, that's the color it is. Okay. Maybe we will just go straight for shine to add to it, so it'll be a finish, and we'll do like a shiny metal. That looks better, I think. Let's get out of here and scoop out. Okay, yeah, I think that looks much better than what we had. So we're down to table height. Not too deep. So the king, I believe, typically would sit at the end of a table. I don't know if we want to which end exactly we want to do. We need to get some chairs up in here. So let's search for medieval chair. Pretty much anything you want or need in this for your builds, someone will have already built it, most likely. Whether it's exactly what you want or not, might not be the case, but what you can do is you can always modify things people have made, which is much easier than making something from scratch. So let's see, medieval chair. Okay, so we have some options, not many. Ooh, that's heavy on the gameplay. How does it look though? Don't know if that's worth it, really, honestly. Wrong button. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. It's a nice chair. I don't think it's worth 10% gameplay, or excuse me, graphics. That's just a lot, honestly. But we'll see. Get it on the ground. Okay. Maybe that's a tad small for a human our size that we're going for. So So there, might need to drop it again. Yeah. Boom. All right, so that's chair, obviously. Um, what I want to do is kind of break it apart and see. Oh, that would be why it takes up so much graphics. Is there are a lot of items here. Um, hmm. Okay, so that's one piece. That's not bad. What I think it is the rivets in this chair are what take a lot. So we'll ungroup this, and I don't want to deselect all because oh god, there's a lot of things here. Okay, what have I done? Okay, this chair is very complex. Okay, so that actually took up none of it. It's probably, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use this chair. It's just too much gameplay, really. So that's something you always have to keep in mind, really. Is it worth putting it in? See, this is a 4%. Can be taken down 2% without too much detail being lost. For some reason, I'm not in. Oh, it's because I'm placing an item. That's right. Added 4%. It's not terrible. I don't remember if it really goes with the style in here. You know, the curved bottom. Hmm. Let's see if we can just find. Sometimes you also have to just be creative with what you search for. So, like, I'm looking for a medieval chair, but if you think about it, what is a medieval chair? It's a wooden chair. So, or just wood, wood chair. And let's see what can that. See, that gives us more options. Want something that looks meaty. Good lord, 58%. See, like something as simple as that, that wouldn't be bad. Obviously, not something King would sit in, but no, that's nice. I like this. I'm going to use it somewhere else for sure, probably in a room, but it doesn't take up much graphics and it looks pretty cool. So anything while I'm searching for something, if I like it, I'll just set it to the side. If I don't end up using it, I'll delete it. Wooden table and chair. This looks pretty alright. 2% graphics. Is it worth it? I like it. I'll keep it for now. So right now I'm pretty much just grabbing items as I go that I think will be beneficial for later on. Knights of the Round Table. Maybe. Let's see what else we can find. I want to get like an actual chair. What I'm aiming for. But I just keep getting sidetracked with other things I'd like. That didn't take up so much graphics. Okay, I think this will do the trick. Yeah, simple enough. Tilting that the wrong way. D-line, stamp, and then grab. Nope, wrong way again. Just doing a 90 here. And this is where all the regular everyday people, or not, they're in the castle, so they're slightly above, I guess, peasants. I guess you would say noblemen. This is where the noblemen will sit. Probably do 4 or 6 per side. So keep them somewhat evenly spaced. Do 5 a side. Because we'll probably add one more in right about there. And then we'll grab them all. There's a good bit of room there. Looks a little uneven, so we'll shift it to the right just a hair. That looks better. Now we're gonna group these up. Copy. 180 this sucker. And we're gonna pop her in place. Fairly close. Excuse me. Let's see. Here. Not too much. Okay. I like it. I like it. Everything looks almost directly across. Exact. I like it. These chairs are a tad closer, but maybe a little too close. So we'll back these up here. Just a tiny gap. Okay. Just a hair more. Boom. Now we have our long table set up. King sits here. Nobleman over here. Maybe we'll do a chair for the prince as well. So we'll copy this. Oops. And then make it not in the table. And there you have it. We now have a prince's chair. I feel like this should look nicer. No, it looks pretty good. Next thing we'll need like simple things to add in, plates, more goblets, chalices, whatever you want to call them, more drinking glasses, plates. Might go as in depth as putting food on the plates. We'll see. I'll work on that a little bit and then skip ahead to there. Alright guys, we have added a good bit more stuff and also found some buggy stuff that involved the torches. I put on x-ray because I thought the lighting was really off in some places, and for some reason it was multiplying like crazy, the lights on the torches. Some torches had like 3 individual lights. There were lights like scattered in the wall. There were lights out here. There were just lights all over. I don't know what happened, but we managed to get rid of most of those, I believe. I still have x-ray on. No, I don't. But the stuff's not linked anymore, so it still shows. I had to ungroup a lot of it. But let's see. We added in the prince. This will be the prince, most likely. Here's his throne. Later on in the story, you'll find the king dies, blah blah blah. It's interesting. Then it'll take place in here actually, where the king dies. But right now I'm setting up the castle for actual gameplay, not for the scene. The scene will be separate, so the king won't be alive come this time. These are royal, excuse me, royal guards. Not sure if I'm gonna keep this little dude. I was thinking about like the prince's son, but don't really know. Doesn't really 100% fit, but we'll see. Got some tables, round table, chairs for people to sit for events at the castle, I guess. Over here we added some tomato soup. No, I'm just kidding. Tomato soup. And put in some spoons, multiplied chalices, kind of just toss them all around. Then we got some pork ribs right here. Or I don't know, ribs or pork or beef. I honestly am not sure. Feel like I should know that. Just personally never eaten ribs. But yeah, we got this here. Increased to 3 chandeliers here. Even out the lighting a little bit. I had to lower it as well because it was putting a glare in the soup. You would like see right through it. Done a little bit of tweaking overall. Haven't really added much to any other rooms yet, except the main entrance room and the dining room. Added a bed. Don't really. I was thinking about making this the prince's room, so it comes with a nice bed, but don't know if this really fits our style. I'll probably end up deleting it and finding a more medieval style bed, but we'll see how it goes. Plan on adding like a table right here at the end of all the little mini halls. Put the desk in here. Don't ask me why yet, because I don't know. It'll all plan out, I guess. I just kind of wing it, to be honest. It seems to work out pretty well, though. What we have, I think this is a fairly nice shot. Something tossed together in probably about an hour and a half. Maybe built this from scratch. And I like it so far. So we'll see what happens. I'm probably going to go ahead and end the video here. I'm ready to go get something to eat. So that's probably going to be the majority of what I do for today. The rest I do will be off camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be doing some more progression videos on the castle and the actual game itself. So stay tuned for that if you like that sort of stuff. But for now, like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll catch you later.